Hello everybody and welcome back to the vlog channel. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I hope you are doing good. It is January 2nd, 2022. I cannot believe that we are already in 2022. It seems like 2021 went by so fast, but I honestly feel like everyone says that whenever there's a new year. It's like, oh my God, last year, it felt like it was just getting started. I will say this though about last year, December went by super fast. Like crazy fast. Like there were days where I was like, I would wake up, I would come outside, and then I would blink and it would be 8 p.m. I don't know what exactly was going on. I don't know if it's because it was getting darker sooner. I'm not exactly sure, but it definitely was a lot shorter than the other months of the year. Do you guys get what I'm saying? And I have to call bullshit right now on everyone that gets that Dollar Shave Club sponsorship. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I went to Target and actually picked up one of their razors about, I want to say a month ago. I would say it was pretty much like a month ago that I picked this razor up, and it's the one that I've been using. And I don't know if you guys could tell. You could tell definitely yesterday in the vlog at the end. All of this was like irritated. It still is because I shaved today, but this side as well. Then down the neck, up in here, has been so dry. And the only thing that I changed in my regimen was literally the razor from Dollar Shave Club and the Dollar Shave Club like shaving cream. So today I used the Aveeno shaving cream, which I am used to using, but still use their razor, and girl, you can tell that she has been through it. I don't know, I don't really care for her. I think that I really enjoy the Harry's brand that you can get at Target. I don't know if that's sold anywhere else. That one's really good, and I feel like you get a really good value for the actual razor, because I think you get 1 or 2 extra cartridges with it. It might just be 1 extra cartridge. So we actually decided to take the china cabinet and we put it onto the U-Haul box yesterday, which actually works out very well because we were gonna have so much extra space in that U-Haul box that I don't even think that I would have been able to wedge everything so it didn't shift around and move when it was being shipped. But I am just so ready to get this house and chapter over with. Like I want to get back to like having my own furniture. I want to be in my own space. I want to have like an actual setup to sit down and actually record videos. We were talking about it last night and I was like, you know, we should just get a room and totally redo the whole thing, take everything out of it and just paint the whole room like chroma key green. Or chroma key blue, whichever color you want to use. I think that would just be like really cool because I've really been getting into those whole Beat Saber videos that people do over on TikTok. I've seen a few here on YouTube as well where they play the game but the whole entire world is around them because they're standing in a green screen. I feel like it looks like it's going to rain and I really hope that it doesn't, as much as I love the bad weather here in Florida and I would love to see some more of it before we actually leave Florida. If the rain could just hold off until we get this spot in the ceiling fixed, that would be great because I am not about to stand under it with a bucket and try to catch all of the damn water. When the roof started to drip and it was coming down a lot, I actually took a little knife and poked a hole into the ceiling because there was literally water coming out of the freaking ceiling. So I'm like, okay, it's obviously pooling up there. I can see where it's pooling. Let me poke a hole and let me get the water out of there faster so it's not sitting, right? So me thinking that I'm gonna like handle a situation, like, yeah, I'm gonna poke the hole in this, the water's gonna come out, it's gonna be fine for the time being until we can have someone come out here. I poked the damn hole and no water came out. So now there's a hole in the ceiling next to where it was pooling and nothing happened. So I'm like, by the way, today's strain is going to be Rainbow Trainwreck. Something that I'm really struggling with right now, and maybe someone out there can give me an idea or help me or point me in the right direction, I don't know, is the fact that I have my uncle's remains. Like I have his ashes sitting in a box just waiting to be packed up or whatever happened to them. And I'm not exactly sure where I want to put him or what I want to do with his ashes, because I definitely do not plan on taking him to our next house. So our neighbors over here to the side, I don't know if you guys just heard the dog bark, but every time they let it out of the house, I can just imagine it standing at the door and just like losing its shit, standing like, open the door, open the door, open the door. It comes running out and I swear it sounds like a seal. I believe it's a beagle, but it's a very sweet dog. Like I've gone over and I pet it before, but it sounds like a damn seal or a walrus when they're letting it out of the house. I'm not exactly sure where I was before the dog came outside and started barking, but basically I have my uncle's ashes and I do not plan on taking him to our next location with us. I definitely don't plan on traveling with him like that. I don't want to drive with him in a car for longer than I have to. I liked my uncle, don't get me wrong. Like I loved my uncle, all that. We weren't extremely close. I just don't want to have his ashes. And now that my mother has passed away, she obviously had them before. I had to come inside because that floof was just not going to stop barking. The dog gets so excited every time he goes outside. I love it. But what I was getting at is that I still have my uncle's ashes. Now that my mother has passed away, obviously I inherited those from her, and there is honestly no one that can come claim them for me or pick them up. I mean, their whole entire like last name is finished. There is no more family other than my brother and myself, and he's definitely not going to take the ashes. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly I should do with him, because obviously I'm not going to throw him in the trash. But I was thinking maybe like doing something at the ocean, because I know that he really liked the ocean. Every time we would go to the beach as a kid, he would always like, that's just, he wouldn't get out of the water. Like that would be like his thing. Like we would all be up in the hotel room and he'd be like, I'm gonna go down to the ocean. I also thought about going out to the cemetery where my grandparents are buried and maybe just like scooting a little bit of dirt over on top and just, you know, kind of like putting him in there. I think that's against the law. I'm not actually going to do that. And what if I got caught doing that? Could you imagine the embarrassment? Like what would they say to you? Like what would they say? Would they fine you? I think that you can also like pay to, I'm not gonna pay to get like caskets like brought up to put someone down there with them. Like that is too much. I'm not trying to disturb the dead in any way like that. So I don't know. I'm kind of like just like at a loss on this one. I don't want to like put him all in the ocean. This is weird. I wanted to show you guys this carafe that I bought myself because I was like, I'm gonna start getting healthier in 2022. You know how everybody has like a New Year's resolution or something? Well, mine is always I'm gonna get healthier, and then it'll last like, I haven't even started this year actually. Damn, we're a day in and I have already been drinking like nonstop soda and all of that. Okay, so scratch the whole healthy talk. I got this because I like to drink water in the middle of the night and I like to have a drink by my bed. There might be some other liquids going into this container, but it is a carafe. You take this off right here and it is a little glass. It says H2O on the front of it. You guys can't really see it right here, but I got this off of Wayfair and they got me, you guys, from a freaking Instagram ad. And I was like, that is cute. That is such a good idea. Even if you leave it in the bathroom just by the sink for like swishing your mouth out with water after you brush your teeth. I don't know. I thought it was cute. There were some reviews on it though that people got a little bit too crazy with it, and it's a thinner, the glass isn't like super thick, but I was thinking it was gonna be even more thin than what it is from the way that they were reviewing it. This seems sturdy. This seems sturdy. Obviously it's glass, you can't go clinking and clanking it around. Finally set up our podcast equipment here in Florida because the podcast, A Mouthful, is finally coming back. I know that I've said that before. I honestly planned on the podcast coming back like October, early November. And I think that we put out like one episode of it and then it just like went away again and nobody was really given an explanation. And I have to say that I take full responsibility for that. And I do want to apologize to you guys. Sorry, I was looking in the corner of the viewfinder over here. I thought that my battery was going to die, but I do want to apologize to you guys because that is solely my fault. It has nothing to do with Dustin. Dustin wanted to be putting out episodes. This whole entire time, I just could not get out of my own head. I went into a very deep depression. I thought that I would have been able to throw myself back into work and back into making content and back into doing things like that. And as much as I tried, even though I put out a few videos here and there, you could tell I just wasn't myself, and I didn't want to sit down and be a Debbie Downer. I didn't want to sit down and just always talk about, well, okay, it's like Groundhog Day. Here we are in this house, and there was just nothing going on. And I want to say thank you to everyone that stuck around over on Patreon during that time, because honestly, you guys weren't getting any content at all, and you were still hanging around to support, and I want to say thank you so, so much. It means more than any words that I could honestly ever say, because I feel like if I sat here and I was like, thank you guys so much, thank you, thank you, thank you, people would be like, okay, girl. Okay, girl, we got it. We get it. But now that it is a new year, the podcast is coming back, of course. We are still upside down and trying to figure out exactly where we are going to record everything, where we are going to move all of that. But we are going to get back into the podcast. That needs to be a priority of ours now. You know, we have less stuff in this house. The house is almost done, so we have a little bit more time to focus on different things. I mean, hell, I'm getting back into YouTube. Hi. Day 2, having a vlog, gonna have a drama video today as well. But this little ramble is me just letting everyone know the podcast is coming back and saying thank you so much for putting up with me over the past almost 6 months. Would it be 6 months? No, it wouldn't be 6 months just yet, I don't believe. But thank you guys so much and thank you for understanding. It is coming back. I do want to do it on a different day though. I think I'm gonna ask on the new episode that we're gonna be uploading later today. I do wanna upload on a different day and I wanna get everyone's opinions of that. I was just checking one of my plants outside and I see a mama and a baby are just hanging out here, unless that's just like how lizards have sex, I don't know.